If you saw the last video, I had a couple overheating incidents, and that was definitely not good. A little bit scared, but basically I got a new thermostat in, and yeah, I've got the new OEM thermostat gasket. Got a new coolant. I mean, it's only like $10 for the new coolant cap. So yeah, we'll see what happens here. I'm going to switch the thermostat and then fill it up. And I found out how to fill it properly. So when you go to fill it, basically I was only filling it over in the expansion tank. And that's a big mistake in my opinion. So, I mean, it's good to fill it there. That's no problem. But after you fill it, what I did, what I learned afterwards is like what you do is you go over to here, just undo this, and then just get the coolant right into the block. And it'll take at least 4 liters. I was able to get 4 liters in there. And so you definitely want to do that because that's the other side of the thermostat. So thermostat's like right down here, barely visible. Actually not visible in this camera shot, but I'll be getting to it. And where the water pump is blending the expansion tank with the block, yeah, there's a little bit coming in. Even if the thermostat's closed, there's a little bit coming in. It's not enough. So that's what I'm basically seeing. And then I saw an airlock. I definitely heard bubbles and gurgling come, and I think that was shown in the video too. So at this point, you know, if I fill this up and then just kind of get everything out, all the bubbles out, watch with the cap open over there, this cooling system will take 10 liters. So I'm going to get as close as I can to that with a new thermostat in and start it up. And you know, coming to terms with things, this head is a number 14 head, and if you haven't seen how to do that, here we go. Yeah, this is a number 14 head. So right on the top of the valve cover, right under the valve cover on the head, you can see the part number, and it's a little bit tough to see it through here, but let me just get a good shot. Okay, there's the part number, and so you just need to look at the last 2 numbers. And so in this case it's 14. That's the head number 14. The 01 doesn't really matter too much. This is the casting number. This is the head. Here's the valve cover on top of the head. So number 14 head is already known for some cracks, and it can crack if you overheat it. And so, you know, it's very possible that we've gotten to that point. We'll see. All right, here's a view from under. So I'm just kind of laying on the floor, and there's the thermostat housing right here. So I'm going to get the second bolt off here, but I'm going to take this little bracket off. This bracket is holding this loop where the hard line goes through from a bypass. So right here, I believe, I have to trace it, but I think this is coming from the expansion tank. And then this line goes into a hard line, comes through, goes into the thermostat housing. It'll blend that with any hot water, hot coolant that's coming in through the main. And then that's where the thermostat has to be open to get, you know, where this big volume's coming through. So anyways, yeah, once I get this bracket loosened up, I can move it out of the way, get access to the thermostat. I'm going to unscrew this piece so I can take the whole thing out. I'll have to clean it out with a razor blade and get the old gasket out. It's in there real good. But then, yeah, I'll be able to put the new one in, put it back together, and we should be in business. I got the thermostat housing cleaned up a little bit here. I'll get a screwdriver and just kind of work this gasket out. You can see it's really kind of melted in place here. So the last time I was working on the car, I got the coolant all ready to go, and I figured out how to put all of it in there. And was like, well, I inspected this though to make sure it's okay. You can hear there's a little ball, and that's okay. That's regular. That's right there. This thermostat was probably good, but since I opened it, you know, at that point, I can't put it back together. I tried, and it started leaking. So, yeah, I'll just replace it. The new one I have has another gasket on it. Brand new. I got a couple extra gaskets just in case, too. I need to check this out in the future. And so, yeah, I mean, this one looks fine. I'm going to keep it anyways, just put it somewhere, but, yeah. Yep, time to get this cleaned up. Alright, just finished up. Gonna get ready to turn this on. I've been letting it just kind of sit here, and I had been kind of burping this, you know. I filled this block up real good. I probably put, I don't know, 7 liters in the block. I just kept it up, angled up, and just kept burping that, putting more, and just filling the funnel all the way and burping it until it just kept going down. So there's a lot of air that can get in this system. I've never had that before. So this thing is basically all the way to the top. I got my new cap. I got some extras here because I'm sure as soon as I get it going, it's going to take some of this fluid, get the air out, and then I'm gonna just need to fill it a little bit more. But I wouldn't be surprised if I put over 9 liters in here. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the car and then just make sure the circulation pump is running. So I'm gonna put it in defrost, max heat, and yeah, we should see this start to come up to temperature. It's already taking a little bit of coolant. Thermostat's not leaking, so that's good. Let me just get under there to make sure. Yeah, thermostat looks good. It's got new bolts on it too. See if this, yep, I can feel the circulation pump moving. Fluid's under pressure in there. Okay, engine temp, a little bit low. This is the part where I guess I can, I'm sure it's fine, but I mean, I guess I can just give it a little bit of gas here. I think the book says 2,000 RPMs. Okay, yeah, I'm a couple minutes in, and this is definitely a different experience than before. So at this point, I just put it back to the AC and, you know, whatever, turn the fan to minimum, I don't care. I just wanted to get this circulating through the cabin, make sure it gets nice and hot in here, to make sure the coolant was coming through the cabin, that was circulating, that I got the air bubbles out of there, which definitely it looks like it did. Right now it's at 80C, that's right where the thermostat's at, so it should be basically at operating temperature. It should be opened. You know, I'm not seeing it really go up too much. I'm not pushing it hard either, but all right, yeah. So basically, I'm just going to go ahead and get the extra coolant that I have there on the hood. Get that sealed up, put that down here, go take this thing for a road trip and see how it goes. Just sitting down after it's done and took it out about 20 miles, put it up onto some pretty good RPMs. Yeah, it's great. It never went over 85 Celsius the whole time. And I didn't see any smoke coming out of the exhaust, and the engine is still looking good. Like there's no crazy rattles or anything different than I saw before. I'm pretty happy. I think this is a little bit of redemption. So, yeah, eventually the head may have to get replaced, and yeah, I got shit all over my face. But yeah, it already has almost half a million miles on it. So yeah, if it has to get replaced, whatever. Love this car. This is cool. It's great to be using it again. I'm gonna drive the shit out of this car. The car's running great. You know, definitely I was worried about a blown head gasket with the heat that it got up to. And then also there was, you know, maybe it got warped. But so far so good. There's no smoke out of the exhaust. I can rerun. Haven't done it yet, but I can rerun the test for the coolant to see if there's any combustion gases. But there's no bubbles or anything like that. Yeah, let me just kind of start it up. You can kind of see for yourself. The engine's looking pretty good. And, you know, again, the thing is, the car's got 422,000 miles on it. So if it does need a new head at some point, I mean, the first head did pretty good. So it's not the end of the world. Yeah, running pretty good. This might be the first time I've really shown the inside all together. So that new dash is looking really good. The new glove box is looking great too. This wood came out amazing. All the windows are working really well too. So this car's just been a lot of fun. Yeah, it's got a little headliner sagging. Yeah, basically almost everything works. The new center vent looks great. And I got that center box rekeyed, so it matches the key that I got. And got some cassettes in here. Yeah, it seems to be running pretty good to me, so I'm just gonna keep going with it. So that's basically it for this video. Some of the next jobs I'll have coming up, I'll need to fix the take the transmission pan off. Might get a new transmission pan. Definitely need to do the filter, change the fluid, do the pan gasket. So that's the service I want to do. The transmission does slip a little bit. If there's any metal in there or anything's looking bad, I can look at the transmission getting rebuilt. The other big one is going to be the power steering. That's leaking pretty bad. I've just been topping it off, checking the levels, and I got a drip pan under the car. Yeah, this is it's been a fun car. So just keep staying tuned. As it stands, everything's good. I'm having a great time with the car. So lots more to come. So thanks for watching.